Tzvi Lebetkin, you Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. It's a new week. Well, for me, it's a new week. We don't really have Sundays in Israel. Sundays are basically Monday. Our weekends are Fridays and Saturdays. Although you get kind of gypped if you're religious, because you don't use electricity and stuff on Saturdays, basically until nightfall. I mean, you can set things up, but generally you can't go online, you can't go to the beach, whatever. So we get a 1 day weekend sort of. Anyway, for us, it's a new week. Happy New Week to you. It may be a new week, but some things never change. And the thing never changes, Screenrant. Oh, love them to death. Little scamps they are. They virtually know nothing. I mean, literally. Did you ever see that episode of Star Trek? I always thought this didn't really make much sense. It was essentially the exact same plot as Star Trek 1. They had this probe up here. And what was it? I can't remember. Anyway, it was essentially, and then it drained Uhura of all her knowledge, I think, right? And then at the end of the episode, they didn't fix her. They're like, oh no, she's up to high school level now. And by next week, she was fine, right? Totally fine. Well, the drained level is exactly where Screenrant is right now. Now, you may think not having any knowledge of anything whatsoever would make it hard to comment and have knowledge and write articles about things. No, that is no barrier to entry to Screenrant. I tell you, yeah, people say the Western world is bigoted, it's racist, it's not fair if you're marginalized. I have to tell you, if people like Screenrant, right, people who write the article we're about to read, are able to find employment, we are the most egalitarian society in the history of our species. I honestly, how are these people employed to write? It's beyond me. So the nonsense, or the bull crap, I think is the better word. They're spinning today is Doctor Who and Harry Potter, same universe, no, they're bloody not. Oh my God, really? I mean, really. Seems like a strange way to go. Anyway. Fine, we're going to read the article. We might take the piss out of it, okay? That might happen this Sunday. We may take the piss out of Screenrant. Who knows? I was going to say who knows the Des Dream. I'm pretty sure we're going to. Before you get there, can you hit the like button? Freaking also, can you hit the share button? Even also, can you hit the subscribe button? Man, I got over 3,150 subscribers. We climbed up nicely the last couple of weeks. It was actually 3156 or 7 yesterday. Now it's down to 3150. I spend too much time looking at it. I'll be frank. I do spend way too much time paying attention to it. Never, ever have your happiness be dependent on an external factor. I screwed that one up. So like, share, subscribe, comment. Man, Sundays is always a big day for comments because I've been offline, right? So I got 2 days worth of comments. I got 100 comments to write, and I don't just go thanks. I read your comments and I think about them and I try and give a witty reply. Unless somebody actually asks me a question. If you ask me a question, listen. Ask me a question about anything. I'm happy to answer you. Okay, absolutely anything. I'll answer you the best way I can. I mean, listen. If it's something I don't want to answer. Honestly, I would answer a question about most things. I can't talk about my sex life at all because my wife will be pissed at me, thus ending my sex life. Okay, that's basically it. I'll answer a question about anything else. So like, share, subscribe, comment. Go check out my Indiegogo. So this is depends how we do today. We are on course to get this to print this week, and I'm aiming for tomorrow, quite frankly. And I'm aiming for tomorrow, but thinking it'll probably be Tuesday. I got to go through all the backers and get the. I've got to work out how many we need of everything. Right now, I've actually got to do some real, paperwork. God, I hate doing paperwork. I dream of a day when I'm successful enough that I can hire somebody to do paperwork. Yeah, so I think we all dream of that day. So what is this thing that we're finishing off? Biblical Bible Source Ages Great Terrestrial Rogue. This is a 220-page graphic novel. I just rewrote essentially the final 2 pages of it. There's a few pages go on after it. And I'm really happy with it. This is the new cover, which I'm really happy. Do I have the old cover? Oh, yeah, I've got the old cover right here. But it really gives a feeling what's going on. So the old cover, I was trying to go for like more like the horror market. And it was like, but it's other imprint called Rats and Crows Publications. But I'm so much happy. Well, there it is. So much happier with this one, right? This feels like an early Vertigo book. You remember those Sandman covers with the stacking covers and oh man, I love that stuff, Steve McKean. Anyway, so that's basically the feel of it. I'm really excited about this book. I'm really excited for you to read it, right? That's basically. I'm really excited to read it. Very, very biblically accurate. Not preachy in any way. I don't think it's preaching anyway. I'll try and be honest. And then there's this book. This has swelled. This has grown this book quite a lot. This was 100 pages long when we started the campaign. Now it's like 120-something pages long. The campaign did very well. I call this a love letter to telefancy of the 1960s. Doctor Who, James Bond, Emma Pill, The Black Slap from 2001, and a monkey in a spacesuit. Bit of Prisoner, bit of Thunderbirds. It's all there for you. So the campaign did well. We added in 5 pages of into the main strip. There's a really cool backup strip we added in. How about 8 pages into that one, right? So, and then we have, you have the full script and the Dominic Ratcho, the artist, all his sketches and stuff like, and my notes on them. So I had to augment all that stuff. So now it's an extra like 20 pages long. It's a great book, okay? It's a steal. What's the expression? It's a deal. It's a steal. It's the sale of the century. Go check it out now, because literally this is going offline as soon as as we get a print date, right, from the printers. You get a bunch of extras. You can buy the extras on their own. Now the extras I think will only be available for this campaign. We got things like Noble Savages, Leela, and Raquel Welch. We got Keeping the British End Up. Yes, very good, sir. Party Like It's 1999. Don't even think it's a... These are all postcard size, by the way. No Hanky Panky in the TARDIS. That's not entirely true. According to my fan fiction, that is never coming out of my head, right? We got Oh My, it's Councillor Troy. I'm sensing strong emotion, Captain. And the final card. In this phase, we're going to do another batch of them in the next campaign. The Forces Female. The Forces Female. And I think I'm throwing in another poster. It's going to be like this one, or this one, or this one. Honestly, I'll give you your choice, but it seems like a lot of work. But I think I'll give you your choice. I think that's what's going on. Anyway, so hopefully, all the work's done. The print files are done on Imperium. The print file, I hope, will be done today on Biblical, and then the posters and the postcards, that's really not much work. Hopefully I can get them both done today, and then we're in great shape. But basically, all depends. I got to take the dog on a walk in an hour. Am I going to get everything done in time? Who knows, or dares to dream. This is the angst in which I live with. Okay? Oh man. Next time I do a live stream, ask me about what's going on with Daisy, the incredible menstruating puppy. But my dog is in heat for the first time, and it was a bit of a shock, and she's not a fan of wearing the doggy knickers, right? The doggy minstrel knickers. Not a fan of it whatsoever. And although she doesn't need them all the time. Okay, it's a whole thing. Next time I do a live stream, I do them Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays, right? Just ask me in the chat, and I will tell you everything you need to know about Daisy. More than you would ever want to know. Fine! Speaking of more than you ever want to know, look at this article. It's so stupid! It's so painfully stupid. I just seem like, how? Yeah, you look at things like this, you go, how does this happen in a rational world? Well, we don't live in a rational world. Okay, I think we should read it. 10 things that prove. I mean, we're not even talking like, I think, this is not, they prove it! I prove it beyond any reasonable doubt. The Fantastic Beasts and Doctor Who exist in the same universe. Why are we talking Fantastic Beasts? Fantastic Beasts is a spin-off of Harry Potter, the far more successful, well-known Harry Potter, right? That's kind of weird. Okay. Maybe because it came out last and that's the one they know. I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, sorry. The Fantastic Beasts franchise shares much DNA with the universe of Doctor Who, with many aspects of the series that suggest an overlap. No, they coexist. Zero. I'm sorry. A zero. There are no indications in any way they overlap, and many indications they are in totally different universes whatsoever. You want to say that the Jodie Whittaker one is the same universe? I don't care. It's not Doctor Who, mate. Okay, I don't give it. Yeah, okay, fine. That will be together. Frankly, I'm not so sure. I think of Fantastic Beasts as like the Harry Potter universe. It's wasn't very good, right? Bottom line, it just wasn't very good. And yeah, look, what made the Harry Potter series was really like there was a incredible depth and truth to the storytelling. I really like of how the somewhat mundane nature of evil, right? How like takes over, how totalitarianism happens. And how people are like eager to like toady into that, and that's 2021, isn't it? We've seen that, all over the place. But that was all very clever. The Fantastic Beasts is just it feels throwaway, right? It really feels throwaway. I think if J.K. Rowling, I think what she should have done with the Harry Potter in general is open up to other authors. So you guys remember like the Star Trek books in the 80s and 90s. You got like one a month, or Doctor Who books. You got like one a month, and it was like obviously not everything there was canon. It's just if you like them, you like them. If you don't, you don't. But like I would start like I don't know, first year do 6 books, and just have other authors do them within the Harry Potter universe, and then eventually 5-10 years later have J.K. Rowling come back and do a book, and reboot the universe or something. But it feels like she just really, her heart really wasn't in, still isn't in Fantastic Beasts. Even though I would have found it interesting. It strikes me that she's primarily a novelist, right? And screenplays just aren't her medium, especially like a massive budgeted screenplay. But perhaps what she should have started is doing like a bunch of small screenplays, small movies, maybe under different names. She did that with the non-Harry Potter books, right? And everybody kind of rumbled them straight away because they went, well, these are very, very good. This is not a first-time author. This time is very, very good. Same time, being a first-time screenwriter, it's oftentimes you're not very good, which I think is what happened with Fantastic Beasts. Anyway, so they want to say Fantastic Beasts and Harry Potter together. It's wildly known that Fantastic Beasts and Harry Potter exist within the same universe. Well, of course, one's a prequel. What? It's what? Really? I didn't know. Oh, what? That's like saying, it's widely known that oranges are often sold in the fruit section. Really? Oh, okay. That's good to know. Often known. Widely known, I should say. However, there may be another franchise that connects the prequel series. The Fantastic Beasts franchise shares much of DNA with the Doctor Who universe, which with many spotting similarities between the two franchises. Well, they're both quintessentially British, right? I mean, I love the showing a picture of the Jodie Whittaker one next to Newt Scamander, because like these are both the shit versions of these universes. I mean, I guess there's that, but look, they share some DNA because they're both quintessentially British, and I have that quintessential Britishness about them. So yes, obviously they will have the same quirkiness, which is probably why they both appeal very strongly to Americans that kind of like that kind of thing, right? Fine. These similarities may be more than just mere coincidence. They're mere coincidences. You utter moron. They're not. They're not anything more than mere coincidences. They are just mere coincidences. The many aspects of Fantastic Beasts series. There's 2. It's not really even a series, right? It's that appears to suggest that they may be in the same plane of existence. No, nothing. Absolutely nothing. I have no idea what you're talking about. These elements of Fantastic Beasts, or the Fantastic Beasts franchise, make Newt Scamander stumbling across the TARDIS seem very real possibility. No, only if you're insane. No, there's nothing I've seen there. So the first thing they have is the MAC USA, the I can't remember what it is. Oh, Magical Congress of the United States of America. Thank you. Oh, I said it right there. The Magical Congress of the United States of America, otherwise known as Macusa or Macusa. I don't know how they would have pronounced it. I don't remember them actually mentioning it. Oh, right. Wasn't that in the... Was the first one set in New York and the second one in Paris? Is that what happened? I think so, right? So this is from the first one. Use some neat tricks that hide from the non-magical folks. Their access to the headquarters, a magical individual must first wave their wand in front of the hour above the entrance before stepping into the exceedingly fast revolving door to be transported into the headquarters of the main hall, undetected by no mage people. Okay. Fine. No connection whatsoever right now. This bears a striking similarity to Torchwood 3 hub operate? No, they stole the door from Deep Space Nine, right? That big clockwork door. They said, oh, well, we'll do one of those. We like that. A bit weird, I thought. Bit weird, but okay. Like MAC USA, Torchwood uses similar methods in regards to keeping unwanted visitors out, suggesting a possible influence from the Wisdom. No, it was a perception filter, right? Which they use the site Russell Lee Davis dreamt up. Perception filter. It's kind of similar to Douglas Adams did the SCP drive, somebody else's problem drive, right? And they use it all the way through bloody Doctor Who as well. That's how Rose and Captain Jack stayed hidden from the Master in, what was it, season 3, maybe? Not Rose, Martha and Captain Jack stayed hidden from the Master using a perception filter. Man, I gotta give that a rewatch. That was a great little series of stories. Torchwood's Cartridge uses an analytical lift that can only be activated through Jack Harkness's vortex manipulator. No, you just got to stand on the right thing, and I guess the control to make it come down. But like, aren't there other controls to it? I don't know. And the perception filter ensures those who take the lift remain unnoticed. Okay, so it's two similar ideas. They have two similar ideas to deal with similar problems, right? If anything, I think this shows they're not in the same universe. Really? It's just weird. Psychic characters. Oh, yeah, because nobody heard of psychic powers before Harry Potter or Doctor Who. Yeah, it's a new thing. Fantastic Beasts invented psychic powers. You're right. One of Newt's closest allies is Queenie Goldstein, a graduate of the Ivor Morning School. It just looks like horny to me, okay? Look, I'm an immature person, right? I'm 50 years old and very immature. So, like, I saw the words, the letters O-R-N-Y, and I giggled inside because I thought they sounded like horny. Okay, the Ivor Horny School of... It's got to be the porn version, they got to do that. The Ivor Horny School of Wizarding and Wizardry. Queenie possesses a remarkable ability to make her stand out from her peers. Her psychic powers, referred to in the Wizarding world as legimency, okay, allow her to read minds of other witches and wizards, an ability that she acquired without any training at all. Oh, how 2020 of it, right? How 20, like, oh, look, somebody didn't have to struggle to develop a fantastic ability. What a shock. Doctor Who itself has featured many characters with psychic capabilities. Yeah, look, the idea of psychic powers has been around for ever. I mean, like, ever. Since people, I think. The Doctor themselves have very psychic tendencies, and most notably able to contact their previous incarnations, such as 1972 3 Doctors. Well, they didn't use a psychic power for that. When they met each other, they like did a mind map. Contact. They did that, right? But they contacted the Time Lords. They pulled a control on the TARDIS and contacted the Time Lords, I think. Or the time, I can't bloody remember. It's been years since I've seen, not years, it's been about a year since I've seen the 3 Doctors. Fine. The three doctors in 1900 pyramids of Mars. The doctor met a being with similar psychic abilities to Queenie and ancient god Sutek. The ancient god Sutek who was able to read minds. Really? That's your... Wait. This is your... again, I'm looking at your words. I'm using it. This is your proof. That proof! That what? So they had psychic powers and psychic... Really? Also, Doctor Who has people in it, and so does Harry Potter have people in it. Some of them have 2 legs, and in Doctor Who, some of them have 2 legs too. It's the same universe! Right, I guess so. I mean, that's all we can say. Wiping memories. Again, yeah, because that's... Nobody's heard of that outside of these things. This guy's insane. Really? I mean, like... They could make this a test to see if somebody's had any lasting head injuries from if they had a car crash. If you read this and you think it's in any way normal or sane, you need to go to hospital, right? Fill your bumps, mate. At the end of the first Fantastic Beasts, the American wisdom community faces the issues of their magical existence having been exposed to non-majors owing to the destruction caused throughout New York City by Credence Obscurus, okay? To resolve this problem, Newt decides to use magical properties of the swooping evil venoms to wipe the no-major's mind, okay? Erasing memories is a common trait in Doctor Who. Not really, they kind of started that recently. Well, who's had the memories erased before Donna? I'm really trying to think of anyone in the classic series who had them. Oh, no, you had Zoe and Jamie, sort of. Then I don't think that. I mean, then you got like the season 6B thing, which shows that maybe not. I don't know. I think Zoe certainly, and yeah, they've done a little bit about that and Big Finish. They weren't bad. The Time Lords had demonstrated mind-wiping abilities, noting when the Doctor was tragically forced to wipe his companion Donna's memory to ensure a continual survival. This suggests that Time Lord body contains similar properties to that of the swooping evil. Blimey. I mean, this guy must love playing clutching at straws, right? This is his favorite. I'm only on number 7 of the... I mean, this is number 4, I should say. 7 out of 10. Changing appearances. Yeah, really. This is how they're going to... But they do it in different ways. One does it through magic, and another one does it through regeneration. I'm just guessing by looking at the pictures they put here. One of the biggest surprises in the first Fantastic Beasts movie was revealed when Percival Graves' real identity. In the closing moments of the film, Newt casts a spell, Revelo, and it causes Percival to change his appearance. The spell reveals that Percival Graves was, in fact, Grindelwald, utilizing the disguise, Johnny Depp, disguise strategy that made no sense with the real Percival whereabouts currently unknown. He killed him! Okay? He killed him because he's a bad person. This bears very more than a few similarities to the internal logic of Doctor Who. Where? Which often sees characters change their appearance. The most common form of regeneration. The common form is regeneration. This person's never seen Harry Potter or Doctor Who, have they? I think that's what's going on. I think they've never seen it. Again, a total lack of knowledge, a total lack of any thought whatsoever. No obstacle for Screenrant. Not a problem, mate. We love you. The most common form of regeneration. In the most recent series of Doctor Who, it was revealed that the Master used a trick to pose as MI6 Agent O, who was being who he shrunk using tissue compressed on an elevator to assume his identity. I don't remember actually seeing that, but God. Yeah, listen, if you're calling that Doctor Who, you don't know much about Doctor Who, right? I mean, this is like the level of the people who in the media, I should say, who relentlessly champion the current era and call anybody a bigot who doesn't agree with them. Immortal characters, again, Yeah, nobody's heard of this before. Like, wrong with them? Having originally appeared in the first Harry Potter movie, Nicholas Flamel features in Fantastic Beasts' second installment. A legendary alchemist managed to achieve immortality through the creation of the Philosopher's Stone. It was through the stone's unique properties that allowed Flamel to successfully escape death as he used the stone to create the elixir of life. Okay, all I remember is what's the name taking his turban off, and it had another guy, had Voldemort on the back of his head, right? Immortality is something that's also been achieved with a mixture of characters on Doctor Who. Like, this whole article is just saying, oh, you know that thing that happened in Harry Potter? Something like that happened in Doctor Who. Yeah. Showing off an ability that's very much... do they have comments on this? We got to look at the comments if they do. Okay, we're gonna have to look at the comments. Possibly in both franchises, perhaps the most famous example is Captain Jack Harkness was granted immortality by Rose Tyler in the Bad Wolf phase. Like Flamel, he believed to still age very slowly, albeit at a slower rate. Okay, to the point where eventually he will merely be a head in the jar, otherwise known as Face of Jack. Again, that wasn't confirmed. It was an info. God, yes. Right, this is a person who wrote this article, but after reading the Wikipedia on Fantastic Beasts and Doctor Who. Right, that's the level of their knowledge. In Fantastic Beasts, The Crimes of Grindelwald. I never saw that, actually, because I heard it was awful. Professor McGonagall, period, right? Professor McGonagall has 2 cameos in the film present time of 1927, and another in the flashback to 1910 as Newt and Leta Lestrange teacher. This is despite McGonagall wasn't born in 1935, 25 years later after she taught Newt at Hogwarts. Okay, so they screwed up, is basically what happened. They screwed up. Let me close this, it just irritated me. This can be explained if Hogwarts and Doctor Who coexist. Is this the whole point of the article? Through the use of the TARDISes, which, unlike most time turners, are unlimited to how far back you can travel. No, they just screwed up. Oh my god! Like whoever hired you. Okay, which, unlike most time turners, are unlimited to how far back you can travel. Many characters have appeared years before being born, such as school teachers Ian and Barbara, whose first TARDIS adventure took them to 100,000 BC. A TARDIS trip could be what we're going to use. Oh, for God's sake, really? This is just embarrassing at this point. Thank God we're on to the final 4. Future projections. I project in the future. You might write more shit articles. One second. This is worth making a stop off to check. Okay, let's check this. This is written by Sean Bassett. Let's see what else Sean Bassett. Let's just read the headlines. 9 British stars who succeeded more than in the US more than UK. Really? The Doctor Who, 10 possible series, 13 hints found in loneliness. Man, I love to. That's an article we're going to have to look at. MCU, 10 possible explanations for Phase 4 hero absence during Thanos' snap. Because it's not thought through well. Harry Potter, the 10 most overpowered characters. God. Okay, fine. They've read Harry Potter sometime. I'm at a loss. I'm really at a loss. Okay, future prediction. In The Crimes of Grindelwald, one of the most overpowered wizards in the Harry Potter franchise uses his skull hooker to project a vision of the future. Grindelwald foresaw a future where both the no mage and the wizarding communities were ravaged by World War II and projected various images above the gathering wizard crowd, showcasing the terrors that were to come. The Time Lords have a similar ability to project future events through the use of the Matrix. No. It's they're predicted, but they're not like the stuff in the Matrix is all the Time Lord minds working together to predict events rather than to say this is what's going to happen. as referred to a repository of all Time Lord knowledge. Yet still, Jodie Whittaker, stunning and brave that she was, just was able to use the power of her many regenerations that she doesn't remember or believes that she had to break out the Matrix after being put there. Stupid. In the 14-part trial of the Time Lord, Doctor used the Matrix to find evidence of it, of his own future form in defense. Much like Grindelwald, he can dispel future event, this future event for others to observe, display future event for others to observe. It could be possible that Grindelwald's skull hooker contained the same Matrix technology as you by. It's just, oh God. Oh, so desperate. This is so desperate. No, I mean, like, yeah, okay. So, Trial of the Time Lord was the, I think one of the weakest classic seasons. Season 23 and 24, I believe, are the two weakest classic seasons. I think it's all dependent on John Nathan Turner's relationship with Eric Saywood, the script editor. By the time we got to season 23, Eric Saywood was so pissed off and just done with this, he didn't give a damn about anything. He was like, he wasn't looking for a stupid question. He was just trying to get some form of script ready because he couldn't stand John Nathan Turner. I thought his every creative idea was stupid. An example of stupid ideas is they had an idea, said, oh, we're going to do Trial of the Time Lord this year. It means we're going to do 3 stories. They're going to be connected. We're going to do one from the Doctor's past, the Doctor's present, and the Doctor's future, right? So, obviously, then, it's in the same universe as A Christmas Carol, because, whatever. Wands and sonic screwdrivers. Well, it is true, Jodie Whittaker, who doesn't really understand a sonic screwdriver, treats it like a wand, right? And I would say, like, is it wand? There's a sex toy called, I think it's called a wand, right? Yes, I believe it's called a wand. It was on, what was it, geekysextoys.com, which is a fascinating site. It basically, I tried to get them on the channel for an interview. They wouldn't come because they thought I was taking the piss, which I was a little bit. But I mean, like, they had really clever stuff. Okay, the thing I thought that was most impressive that I thought was clever was a Pikachu butt plug, right? There's something like, you could cosplay and have a thing up your ass if that's, floats your boat, I guess. Any magical individual would be nothing without their wands. And Fantastic Beasts franchise is no exception. Frequently used in Fantastic Beasts films. Wands allow Newt and company to achieve a variety of tasks, including summoning objects, a spell which would make daily life much easier. Something, because the person doesn't like getting up and getting the remote control, I guess. Providing light and dark areas and removing enchantments. Yeah, it's kind of the fun of Harry Potter, that it's all magic. Okay, the sonic screwdriver's own impressive amount of functions have seen some of the some reviewers of Doctor's Magic Wand. Again, that's Jodie Whittaker. Who, I mean, she's just so useless when she uses it. Like, because, like, well, you can't really do it wrong because it's not real. And that's the level of the mentality she's got there. Look, Kelly, I mean, this person is clearly a fan of Jodie Whittaker because they're a moron who knows nothing. And again, if you like Jodie Whittaker's Doctor Who, God bless you, and I'm sorry for taking the piss, but this is beyond ridiculous, isn't it? It's just beyond ridiculous. Magic Wand, Newt and company to achieve various tasks. Okay, fine. The sonic screwdriver's own impressive amount of functions have seen some redirected magic wand. It can unlock practically any door, unless it's got deadlock still, so they put it in as well. Basically, it made the sonic screwdriver all powerful with Russell T Davies, right? They were like gonna do the wrong setting, I think, in the Doctor dances, and instead of like fixing the barbed wire or whatever it's meant to do, it was going to make a blob of ice cream. Okay, so something like that. It can lock and it acts as a torch. It's got a little light on the end. Really, that's one of the least impressive things. And explode targets, similar to Luminos and Bombarda, the two most powerful spells in Harry Potter. This could be. Are they the most powerful spells? Spells? I don't know. This could mean the sonic screwdriver is imbued with magic like Harry Potter's wand. No. God, again, there is literally Literally nothing to base it on. Newt's suitcase and the TARDIS. Yes, okay. They ripped off Newt's suitcase from Doctor Who, right? The bigger on the inside thing, they ripped off one from the other. Okay. The most iconic aspect of the Fantastic Beasts films is Newt's suitcase. Well, again, Harry Potter verse. They what's the name? They kept, was it third book, third movie? What's it called again? The Augur, the guy with the eye. He was trapped in a suitcase, right, for the entirety of the movie. What's the name of that guy? Who cares? It's which is far from a standard piece of luggage. This is a suitcase that is bigger on the inside and contains all the magical creatures he has collected along the way. It contains several habitats, and the creatures can roam freely and even shed where Newt keeps his book on magizoology. Okay. Newt's suitcase contains the same transdimensional properties as the TARDIS. No, one's science, one's magic. Like in Robots of Death, right? They explained it in the scientific terms, which was also kind of magical, right? They got two identical sized blocks. This must have been written by Robert Holmes. And then Tom Baker's Doctor, the Fourth Doctor, put one block on the console, and they had one he held up to his eye. Said, "Now, which one's bigger?" And and Lee Ler, who was with him, said, "Well, they're both the same size." Or maybe they had the bigger one over there, and he put the smaller one up. So which one's bigger? Okay, the one, whatever. Okay. But basically, you had a smaller thing. Yeah, right. It was two boxes, one smaller than the other. Now I remember. He put the bigger one on the console and held the smaller one up to his eye, so the smaller one looked bigger. So he said, "Which is bigger?" He says, "Well, that one. Yeah, the one further away, the one that's bigger." He says, "But this one looks bigger, doesn't it?" Yes. So if you can get this one to be that size there and this size and put it in here, you can get something bigger on the inside. It's magical, but it's still kind of like quantum physics to a certain extent. Right, it's that's an explanation that's needed that makes it feel scientific. Harry Potter doesn't need those explanations that feel scientific, right? It just, because it's magic, they can do anything, right? New suitcase contains the same term, blah 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 blah. It may look like a 1960s police box, but the Doctor's ship is actually smaller on the outside. Inside contains several rooms, including it's huge. Several rooms. God, this person's such a doofus. Oh, I'm guaranteed this person has never read more than a Wikipedia of Doctor Who. Several rooms, including a main console room, a library, a swimming pool. This seems possible. Therefore, Newt's suitcase originated from Gallifrey, just like the TARDIS. Or maybe you're just an arsehole, right? Maybe that. I don't know. You, the people, decide. Okay, the people have decided. This guy's an arsehole. We've decided. He's an arsehole. Perhaps the most substantial of things to support Fantastic Beasts and Doctor Who existing in the same universe is the fact the Doctor and Newt actually met over a call. A special mini episode as part of the BBC Children's in Need telethon. British TV presenter Mel and Sue patched together through time. The time was 12th with the current who's currently alone in the TARDIS. I've never seen this one. I don't remember this at all. Newt is searching for especially fantastical beasts. The Children Needs mascot. Children Need is also in both universes. Pudsey Bear is also in Doctor Who and in Harry Potter. Well, I guess it must be, because they had a Doctor Who EastEnders crossover at one point. But unfortunately, it turns out the Doctor is unable to help as he has no idea of Pudsey's whereabouts. Newt and the Doctor's conversation may be brief, but their interaction proves their ability to cross paths. No, it was a joke. You utter moron. You utter moron. Meaning that that a full-length crossover could be feasible. No, it doesn't. Idiot. Oh, they could have him cross over with James Bond as well. These are British icons that they thought would be cute to get together. I mean, this guy really is a moron, right? I really, genuinely a moron. So, what's the name again? Oh man, all this is Sean Bassett. Please, mate, please, leave Doctor Who alone. Okay. You don't know what you're doing. How do I know you don't know what you're doing? I just read your work, okay? It's garbage. This video's quite good, though. So there you go. Swings and roundabout. Thank you for that. My name's Tzvi Lebetkin. You are am I from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.